Hi, everybody. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean. I'm just getting this feed going so you can gather all your props so we can start in just about 1 minute for today's class. I recommend some weights. If you don't have any weights, that's okay. A lot of the moves today have a big body weight resistance component. So that's one thing. If you have a yoga block, awesome. And oh yeah. If you happen to have one of these like circular bands, little extra challenge also can help to keep the thighs in line for when we get to um, squats, which are one of our first moves. All right. Adjust your clothes however you want. Put on some music if you like. Let's get started with my favorite, delightful march. Start swinging your arms. Take a proud lift of your chest. Start to draw your belly in. Make sure you're breathing. You can stay right here, just working towards bringing your heels to the floor. Or if you've got the space, start to move forwards and backwards. If you want, you can step it up from this march and also turn it into a jog, but still work to try and get all of your heels down to the floor and just take advantage of your space as you can. We've got just about 15 more seconds of marching, jogging. Awesome. Find one space, quiet your feet down. Bend your knees, inhale your arms all the way up, stretch up towards the ceiling, reach through your fingers, and then exhale, hands down to the floor. One more time, bend your knees, inhale your arms up. Let's keep them there, bellies pulled in. We're gonna go for a nice high knee drive with an exhale. Alternate those knee drives, quietly bringing your feet back to the floor. You can stick at a slower pace if you need to, or start to move a little bit faster. Just warming up right here. About 10 more seconds, and we'll turn it into a nice straight leg kick for some hamstring work. You can keep with these arms, or you can keep your arms down by your side. I like to add 3 steps in with this kick, and you're just kicking a straight leg as high as feels good for you. So flexing your toes to your face, maybe your heel stays close to the floor, maybe you've got lots of flexibility to bring that leg up nice and high. We got 10 more seconds. Last one. Awesome. Keep your arms up, stretch up, relax your arms down for just a moment, and let's get some jumping jacks in to finish up the warm up. So, whether you're actually jumping or if you need to modify because you're being smart for your body or you're being kind to your neighbors, which is what I'm doing here, make sure you get those arms all the way up, all the way down. Maybe you even add just a gentle hop. Let's get 10 more awesome seconds in this warm up. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Relax your arms down, shake it out, grab yourself some water, grab a quick sip of water. I've only got the coconut variety, but that's okay. Okay. Move number 1 is going to be our squats into an overhead press. We're going to change our squat up a little bit today. And if you have a band, now's a great time to put that band on around your thighs. And if you don't, it's fine too. Having this band, though, is just going to help your hips stay in line with your knees, with your heels, especially if you know that your legs tend to adduct out, abduct out, abduct. Okay, so starting with the weights by your shoulders. If you're using weights today, I'll turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. We're going for a triple stop in our squat. So weight in your heels, hips behind you. Let's start narrow. You're going to come down for 3, 2, 1, and then press up and push up overhead. Awesome. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. If you're really not feeling your best about squats, you can do the same thing right over here and actually sit yourself down. Press yourself up through your heels in 3, 2, Let's do it round one. So finding your triple stop with that nice narrow stance, hips back, and then push through your heels, press your arms up overhead. Weights return to your shoulder. Sit down, 1, 2, 3. Press back up. Just about one more. Take a break. Relax your arms down. It's a quick break. You can put the weights down if you want, but we're starting again in 3, 2, 1. Same nice little narrow squat. I know your belly's going to come towards your thighs, but do your best to also keep your chest up here. So we're not encouraging rounding through the back. Yay, take a break. Let's open our feet a little bit wider this time, maybe about hips width distance apart, or just slightly wider than hips width. And let's go again. So 3, 2, 1, press through your heels. Awesome. And if you're starting to feel like this is hard, great. If it's feeling too hard, perhaps instead of using 2 weights, you switch to just using 1 weight for your overhead press. So instead of having these 2 weights in your hands, just 1 weight by your chest, keeping your chest up proud. Let's do it together this next round. So just, still feet a little wider. 3 stops, and then push up overhead. I bet you got it. Great work. Keep focusing on bringing the weight into your heels and reaching your glutes back like you're trying to reach a chair that's moving behind you. Awesome. Take a break. Now, if you found that 1 weight was too easy, you can switch back to 2. Maybe you use just lighter 2 weights. Let's get into these last few rounds. Narrow step. Here we go. Oh, I almost forgot. We're taking those 3 stops on the way down. Can you make your 3 stop points be significant? Start to really take notice, take a break, of what's happening with your knees as you go down. As you go down, are knees staying on top of the arch of the feet, or are they shifting towards your toes? Let's try to keep the weight back. Here we go. I'm talking about that arch in your back again. If you're noticing a big arch in your back while you're pressing these weights up overhead, switch to a lighter weight. Take a break. We've got 2 more times to go. And 3, 2, take that wider stance. Let's do it. Slightly wider, but still the same emphasis. Weight in your heels, trying not to let your knees come too far forward of your toes. Pressing through your heels and keeping your chest up the best you can. Take a break. 1 more time through, 1 more time to go, and then we're done with these squats and overhead presses. All right, set up those feet, heels invisible behind toes, and begin. 3, 2, 1. 3 stops on the way down, 1 push on the way up. Last 3 seconds. Awesome. Yay. Round number 1 is done. I'm going to take this band off from around the legs. Easy to find online, pretty inexpensive. Highly recommend these fabric varieties. They definitely do not slip as much as the stretchy rubber bands. All right, next move, 1 weight only. We're going to go for a back lunge or a back step into a wood chopper. Be smart for yourself. If your upper back, if your shoulders are really struggling, maybe switch to a lighter weight, but you only have to use 1. I'm going to hold on to just 1 for this moment. All right. So easier challenges with your hands by your chest. You're going to step back into some sort of a lunge, stand yourself up, maybe your feet come together, and then you twist to the side. So that was a twist to the side, just like this. So you're twisting to the same side as the leg that is stepping back. So if the left leg steps back, maybe knee drives, finding a big twist to the left. Awesome. We're going to stick with just one side at a time. To make it more challenging, arms are going to stay up overhead. You're going to take that big step back, step your legs together, and either just bring it down into your wood chopper twist or finding that knee drive, rotating through your chest and shoulders, but hips are pretty much staying forward. All right, let's do 4 times on one side, 4 times on the other. In 3, 2, 1. Whichever leg you want to start with, I'm going to start with the leg, we're doing it, that you can see. So we're stepping one leg back, and then either stepping feet together, finding a rotation and twist, or stepping that leg back, arms up overhead, or stepping that leg back, knee drive. Yay! We made it through round 1. Take your 10-second break. Same thing, or run through those options for yourself in 3, 2, 1, begin. So taking a step back, maybe into your lunge, maybe coming right into that balancing knee drive to find your rotation. Can you quietly step your toe back behind you? So you're using your core, you're using your muscles. You're not just letting momentum fling your leg back. Whoop. Take a break. The more you focus your eyes on one spot, the better. We start in 3, 2, 1, begin. Make sure you're not holding your breath. 3, 2, 1. Great work. 2 times down on this side, 2 times more to go. 3, 2, 1. Keep in mind as well, as you start to get a little bit more tired, maybe you don't keep your arms up over your head, or maybe you have to bring a foot down. Please just be smart for your body today. You can always try this move again on another day, or even later today if you want. See how your balance has changed. Awesome. We got one more time on this side. Take a break real fast. For 3, 2, let's do it. Each time you're stepping forward, you've got lots of weight in that front leg heel. Front leg heel is what's helping you to step back and forward. Whew, awesome. Let's shake those legs out and then switch to the opposite leg. Ground through that heel, press that foot to the floor, and begin. Opposite leg, whole new side of the body. So maybe you need to modify the move to be smart for yourself. Find out what works for you today and move on from there. 3, 2, 1. Take your 10-second break. For 3, 2, 1. Begin. Awesome. Take your break. I feel like we did an extra round on the other side. We're about to find out. This is round 3 on this side. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. I think that we did. Whoops. Awesome. All right, we're gonna be even Steven. So now we've got to get 2 extra rounds on this side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get that 20 seconds of work. You're welcome. Keep going. You got 10 more seconds right here. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. We have one more round through. One more round through. We're worth it. You got this. It starts in 3, 2, One last time through. Final 20 seconds. Just being smart for your body. Starting to sweat over here. Is it because I made a mistake? I don't know. Quite possible. Okay, take a break. Take a break. Beep, 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 beep. Yay, cheers. Let's go have a quick sip. Hydrate. Because I think we hit the floor next up. Okay. So don't drink too much. We're about to come on down. Get some push-ups and planks going. Well, here's some fun options. So our focus down here on the floor is the push-up. But if you want a little extra challenge, hang out in a plank for the 10 seconds of the break for the push-up. You can do your push-ups any way that you want. You can have your toes all the way back. You can have your knees halfway back in a check mark. I am going to be smart for my body, and I'm going to do my push-up right here from tabletop because, you know, I'm pretty amazing, but push-ups are not my favorite move. I'm not the best at them, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't do them. Another option is even to stand up and do your push-ups against a wall. But whatever kind of push-up you're doing, think towards bringing your head, your chest towards the floor together in a nice long unit, as opposed to having your legs back or being on your toes and doing the worm and coming down towards the floor and doing the worm to lift yourself up. No doing the worm today. Just getting that nice, long, straight spine push up. And then, particularly if you're like me and we're taking it mindfully for ourselves, and we're maybe not feeling quite as challenged, then just step yourself back into your plank. Oops, I spit for 10 seconds. Okay, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So find your 20 seconds of push up. Keeping your belly in, keeping your back engaged. You're maybe focusing on a tricep push-up, elbows towards hips, maybe still working on that shoulders. Props to you with your arms wide. And 10-second plank break. Now, if this plank isn't working for you, but you want more active recovery, you can send your hips up towards your ceiling, take a little down dog, active recovery, back to your push-up. Hold on while I tuck my shirt into for modesty before that next round of plank. Okay, but hopefully you at home are just letting your shirt fly up. All right, plank time or down dog time. And you can still get this plank even from your knees just to work towards engaging your back, drawing your belly in, back to your push-up. So even here from tabletop, I'm not just letting the chest down towards the floor. I'm squeezing the back, really engaging the upper body as much as possible. Back to your plank. 3, 2, 1. Back to your push-up. Could I do a push-up on my toes? Yeah. Am I going to get anywhere close to the floor? No. 3, 2, 1. But that's why we're adding in this plank right here, because here we are at the top of a push-up. 3, 2, 1. Find that bottom of the push-up. And this is a real great opportunity to make some parts of the class your own. You know, maybe you're going for a full stop push-up from the knees. 3, 2, 1. I think I can try at least one round of those. Can you challenge yourself to a different variety of push-up in 3, 2, 1? Awesome. So making this full stop all the way to the floor and then pressing back up. 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank. Here's the deal, y'all. We have to make ourselves a little bit uncomfortable today. Challenge yourselves today. Back to your push-up to see results. If you do not feel challenged, you will not see change. Does not mean that you have to do the absolute hardest thing. You have to be smart for yourself. Back to your push-up. But you know yourself best. I'm going to take that active recovery down dog here. Last push-up, last push-up. You know your body best, though. You know when you can bring a little bit more challenge, when you're maybe just taking it easy on yourself or going through the motions. For 3, 2, 1. Let's get that last 10-second plank in. I mean, this is also, I'm here to guide you through this workout. I'm giving you suggestions. It's not my time to push myself. Take a break. Send your glutes back towards your heels. Stretch your arms as far forward as you want. Take some child's pose. But I promise you that when I am following a video for myself, I am yelling back at the camera. I am pushing myself as much as I can. It might mean I need to take extra breaks. I'm using heavier weights until I need to switch to a lighter weight to be smart for my body. And I hope that you're doing the same at home. All right, great. Let's stand back up. Stand back up. Next up, we're going to go for a side lunge to a front raise. So just one weight for this next one. You're going to hold the weight at the heads of the dumbbell. We're going to start with feet open, nice and wide. You're going to shift the weight, bend your knee, hips go back, nice straight inner thigh. You can reach down towards the floor, however close that you want to reach towards the floor, but don't round your back, keeping that chest forward, that same long spine that we just created in our push-ups. Okay, so from here, you're going to raise up into a front raise, just bringing that weight in front of you. Use the weight that works for you, so at the top, you're not rounding through your chest and shoulders also. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Bam, we're doing it. So we're coming over to the right side, hip shift back, chest is lifted, chest is still lifted. Awesome. And your eye gaze is just following the weights. So you're looking down towards the floor, or you're looking straight up in front of you. How much are you pressing the outer edge of your straight leg to the mat? Take a break. Well, now it's on your radar, so you can press that outer edge of your straight leg into the mat a lot. Same side. Let's do it. Static lunge, just coming down to the side, lifting yourself back up to the center. Keep pressing the outer edge of your straight leg to the floor. You want a little extra challenge? This next round through, you can step your foot in and out. So you can step out carefully into your lunge and step back, feet together, or just stay right where you were. Let's do it. So nice big wide quiet step to the side and stepping right back in, or just staying with that static lunge coming to your lift. Maybe you do a little bit of both because you're not ready for every round, but you want to do a little bit of challenge today. Oh, awesome. We got one more time through. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. That big side lunge, front raise. Option to step it in every other time, every time, last time on this side. Yay! Make your way to the other side of your space. Start with your legs nice and wide. We're going to do that static lunge, actually. Let's do it. Down to the opposite side. Lift yourself up. Whole new side. So really bring that focus to begin shifting your hips back, weighting your heels, pressing the outer edge of this straight, non-bending leg to the floor. Take a break. One more time through, just like that. Or maybe 3 more times through. It's up to you. Let's do it. So once again, pressing that edge of the foot into the floor, finding your big lift. If you're starting to feel tired, maybe bring your hands to your chest and then back down to the floor. You can break this move down as many times as you need to. Just keep going. What can you do today? Take a break. That's what you can do. We're going to do it 2 more times. Option to add that step in. Remember, opposite leg is moving. Let's do it. So that big lunge, step it right back in. Remember, you can do this every time if you want, or you can add in that static round as well. Even from here, you can bring it to your chest and press. Take a break. Last time through. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. That big side lunge. Option to step your feet together still, or side lunge. Just find your front raise. Yay! We did it. Let's hit the floor. Grab that quick sip of water if you want. We're going to sit down on our glutes when we make it to the mat. And this is the round where you have the option to bring your block. And if you wanted to bring, I put them away already. But if you wanted to bring the band and put that around your legs as well, this is a great time for that. All right, so you're just going to squeeze this block between your legs. We're alternating between 2 different moves. Lifting your feet up off of the floor, giving yourself 4 pulls of knees to your chest. Feet can come back down to find that big straight spine. 4 reaches up overhead. You don't even have to hold weights. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So if you can, hands off the floor for 4, 3, 2, 1 of your knees in. Maybe feet stay off the floor for 4 presses up overhead. But if you find that you need to put your hands down to be smart for yourself, or put your feet down just to keep going, take a break. And that's what you're going to do for the next 7 rounds. And then we're done. All right, in 3, 2, 1. So big proud lift of your chest, whether your hands are on the floor to help you find this tiny little knee drive, or your feet are on the floor for your 4 overhead presses. You can move at the pace that's right for you. So maybe you're moving a little bit slower, or maybe I slow down and you decide to keep moving. Take a break a little bit faster. Woo! For 3, 2, 1, go for it. Oh my gosh, take a break. Remember, you can bring your hands to the floor. You can bring your feet to the floor anytime you want. 3, 2, 1. So maybe hands are on the floor right here. Still working to drive your knees towards your chest. Feet can come to the floor to lift your chest. Find those 4 big presses. Even if you're just alternating, hands to the floor, feet to the floor. Keep going. You're here. I know you're still feeling it. You did it. Take a break. We're beyond that halfway point right now, at least time-wise. All right, 3, 2, let's do it. Keep lifting your chest. Find that long back. Take a break. Ooh, how are your quads feeling? Mine are tired. Got a minute and a half to go. Let's do it. That means 3 rounds total. 3, 2, 1. All right. Final minute of work. Take this big quick stretch between sections. And are you ready? Begin. Woo! That little press in. Woo! That is hard. Take a break. We got one more time through, one more time through. I'm going to keep you for an extra minute or two so we can stretch it out. Ready? Last 20 seconds. You can do it. There's a car alarm going, and I'm imagining that it is cheering us on. It's saying, you got less than 10 seconds to go. Don't give up on yourself. Yay! Hands to the floor, feet to the floor. Take a moment, roll on to your back. Draw those knees towards your chest. Stretch your elbows to your hips. Ooh, press the back of your head down to the floor. Tuck your chin to your chest with your head on the floor. Open your chest. Press the back of the shoulders to the mat. Find some length from the crown of your head. Knit your rib cage in. Stretch your sacrum to the bottom of the mat. And then hands on your knees. Release that tight little hold for a sec. Give yourself some circles in one direction. Some circles in the opposite direction. And then release the feet down to the floor, about match width distance apart, and just take a quick little windshield wipe right and left, working towards bringing your inner thighs down towards the mat, getting a nice stretch through the groin, into the quad, exterior hip. All right, let them drop to one side for just about 2 breaths. And then carefully transition them to the opposite side, just about 2 breaths. Well, let's roll on over. Come into tabletop. Enjoy some cat-cows. Hands palms underneath of your chest, hips stacked on top of your knees. Start the motion from your hips. Stretch your glutes. Bring your chest to your triceps. Look all the way up. And then chin towards your chest, round through your back. Look towards your hands palms, your knees. Maybe you see your belly button or your chest. One more time in each direction. Nice and slow. And once you have finished your cat-cow in each direction, from a neutral tabletop, tuck your toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling, take a quick pedal through the heels, get into your calves, and then walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands, transfer weight to your heels, but dangle here. As you're here, you can start to bring more weight into your toes, bigger stretch into your hamstrings, hinging from the hips, so belly on your thighs. Knees can be as bent as they need to be. Take a moment, shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Excuse me. And then weight in your heels, knees bent, slowly roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time, stack your head over your heart, over your hips, over your heels. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Look up. Bring your chin back to your chest and release your arms to your side. Take as generous of an additional stretch, whatever feels good. Maybe wiggling your fingers on the way down. That's one of my faves. Ooh. Yay. Just releasing my magic all over the room. Great. I hope you're feeling so good. That was a great workout today. Thanks for sticking around for an extra couple of moments so we could stretch it out at the end. Can't wait to see you again for some good live workouts a little later this week. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.